This is the mock-up engine. We cut into the S15 and made the coolest tubs in the engine bay. Shout out Cricket for also teaching me how to weld even more.
A lot of welding on this bandsaw. Be ready.
What is up, guys, and welcome back to the S15 13B DCT build. We got a new skill that we need to learn in this video. I finally have my oven that Prismatic Powders sent over. It's a powder coating oven. I've never done any powder coating ever, but I've always wanted to learn. And for this build specifically, every single piece underneath the car, I want to have color. I want it to be just as bright underneath as it's gonna be on top. We'll see how this goes. Wish me luck. Oh, that's also coming out of there.
Pull it off with the air gun. Oh, that was a lot of poop.
That was a lot of poop. Oh, man.
That was a poop. Bonding on certain parts, not on other parts.
We are back. It's probably a month later. It's taken a while to get everything situated. Obviously, as you could tell from the previous footage, our $100 Harbor Freight gun would not cut it and was not working well at all. So now we're back and we have an amazing gun setup that was recommended by Prismatic Powers from Nordson. Cricket built it yesterday. Cricket and Chris have been testing it and it works. So we are good to go. We have a fully proper setup now. Look at that. Look at that first demo piece.
First run. Look, there's not a bunch of powder on the ground. It's crazy.
Ooh, I cannot wait to see this thing in action. And we have this super dope Prismatic Powders custom popper that came with the entire setup. And now we should have every single piece that we need to do some really dope powder coating.
And I shocked myself already, so we're good.
We're good. It's a, you have to at this point. Every new setup, just a little shock test.
Get that out of the way.
So this is still a sample color. We wanted to see sort of how this cures and how it turns out. I'm gonna grab a few other pieces that we know what color we want to powder them. So we're gonna do knuckles first.
Yeah, the front knuckles that came from the angle kit, the modded knuckles.
So pick your powder.
Pink.
She's had only a month to decide on colors, and we've been a whole hour in her shop picking colors. So
Well-
now we're down to only 7 different shades of pink, so
yes.
we got that going for us.
Honestly, the more time just gave me more time to find more colors of pink and more shades of pink.
And more shades of pink, so go pick your pink.
It's like my girlfriend picking out a Christmas tree. And the more you see, the more you're unsure.
Narrow down to these 3 pink colors. And honestly, shout out and thank you again to Prismatic Powders. They've just been fueling my color addiction.
Yeah, thanks Prismatic Powders. You have too many colors and too many choices. You can't even pick one.
Millions of options, all the options. So we've narrowed it down to, we have flat sassy. This actually cures a completely different color. So you really need to look up the name of the color and see it on parts fully cured, or go on the Prismatic Powders website and they have samples. So we have sassy, flat sassy, corky pink. Always a favorite. I'm spilling this everywhere. Look at all the glitter in this one. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think this is a sign. This is dazzling pink, and then we have sassy. Regular sassy, not flat sassy.
Look at all that glitter on the table.
I know.
Yeah, just go ahead and pour this in.
With the knuckles, you won't see it as much. So should we save the sparkle for a different one and do sassy?
I think it's where the test of sample. What do you have the most of?
We got a lot of corky. So the only thing I don't know, I've only ever seen corky pink sprayed on top of chrome or aluminum, like polished aluminum. So yeah, let's try it out. Let's see what she looks like.
Pour it in the bucket.
Corky pink.
And a flashlight. I feel like I'm in Star Wars or something.
So anyways,
started blasting. Give her a test.
what is that?
A test poop?
Test
Test
Oh yeah, how do I not get zapped? Just don't touch
touch
that.
the tip.
Touch the tip.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. Go for it.
Go for it.
I like this light too.
That's what I'm gonna figure out.
Yeah, that pulsing that you're talking about, is that?
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's like a cycle setting or something on there, but for now it's helping us save a little bit of power. We're not just going crazy with it.
Yeah.
Wow, that is vibrant.
Yeah, it's super bright.
Wow.
Yeah, so that bond's a lot better than the other one, huh?
Yeah, can you just throw in the clip of our last attempt? It's very tragic.
Smack the side of the spindle, see if it falls off. Ah, that's good bond right there. See, the last one did
Wow.
good.
Cricket had to mount the ground for it, right, onto the actual support rail, and then that goes directly to the machine. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh wow, it even like grabbed from the bottom.
That's what I was saying.
And I didn't even aim there.
It pulled everything onto it.
That's so cool. So I did mention I was worried about applying Corky Pink over something that wasn't aluminum, like polished aluminum or a chrome base, because Corky Pink is a 2-part color, and if you don't put it over the right base, then you get a really dark, like reddish pink. Coverage is really good, so the powder is good, but it wasn't applied the right way. I'm going to sandblast everything off, and that is why we tested with a small part instead of a subframe, because that would have sucked.
That would have sucked.
Yeah, big suck. So this isn't as bad. So I'm gonna re-sandblast this, and then I have tested the Sassy before, and I love it. It's a great, super neon, bright pink. We'll throw that on and test that. Second time is a charm, right?
Yeah, second time.
This is how many times have we attempted this now?
Oh yeah, this is the third time.
The next one's that's it. All right, attempt number 2 with Sassy Pink prismatic powder color. Sassy. Hooking up the air. Might have skipped a step.
It might have.
Ah, there we go. Now we're in business. Look at that. Very nice. Yep.
Yup.
Voila.
Ooh, nice.
Yo. Sassy Pink by Prismatic Powders is officially my absolute favorite color, and since this turned out so good, I decided that pretty much every single thing underneath the S15 I want to be sassy. We just ordered a whole lot more of this color, and I'm gonna use up every single bit of it that we have on the rest of the stuff that we need to powder coat. Hopefully I have enough. Largest pieces in the oven. Shout out Brent for being the muscle behind that. I was terrified because the subframe is so heavy, and this is like borderline too small of an oven to put it in, so it definitely is touching the door a little bit when you shut it, but it'll be fine. So that was the biggest piece that I was stressing out about, and obviously it is the next day. This has been sort of a process. I've never powder coated before, and there's definitely an art to it. The instructions say, for this color specifically, Sassy, you're supposed to cure it for 20 minutes at 350 degrees. But 350 is the temperature of the part, not the oven. So I thought it was the oven temp the first time. And yesterday we were having trouble getting the actual part to get up to 350. So today I set the oven at 450 degrees, and that like got the part up to 350 really fast, and then lowered the oven from there. So I think we're learning a little bit. I'm also figuring out how to get the best coverage. So if you look in here, the coverage wasn't the best. So I'm kind of playing around with preheating the part up so that it's easier to adhere here, just figuring it out. You're not gonna see really that area that much anyway. All of this is gonna go underneath the car, so I think for the purpose of it popping and adding color, it's great, and I'm obsessed with this color. I am gonna be working with prismatic powder to make some custom Collete spec colors. I might just have to straight up steal the sassy color because it's freaking awesome. We experimented with my first top coat because this is a whole nother level of powder coating. We put a Stardust top coat on top of sassy, and that gives it this like holographic sparkly effect. Big fan. We're diving into the world of powder coating, slowly but surely getting it done. Wow. Subframe done. What was tripping us out at first is when it first comes out of the oven, it's a way different color. I don't know if you can notice now, it's way more like purple than this highlighter pink, but as it cools, it turns into this shade. So we don't need to freak out. It came out really, really good. I feel like this is gonna be the most impactful piece, especially when we're putting everything like back into the car. Now I wanna do the diff and every single thing under the car. Looking good. Safety first, or if you forgot about it like me, safety third. But you're supposed to be wearing a mask doing all of this, and it dawned on me when I watched a bunch of videos of other people doing it in like a full hazmat suit. Definitely wear a mask and a full suit if you have it. Next up, we're going to be powder coating bottom pieces of my BC Racing coilovers. These have been modified, and we couldn't decide between Prismatic Universe and Prismatic Cosmos. So if you've seen those videos where it's like rainbow of holographic flake and color, that's this stuff. So we ended up going with Prismatic Universe, and I cannot wait to see what it looks like. If you shine a light, you can kind of get an idea. Look at that. Oh my god, I'm so excited. So this one, the flake is like a little bit smaller, and in this one, it's slightly bigger, and I feel like it's also a little bit darker. We're gonna see what that looks like on these.
Dang. That looks sick.
Yeah, I definitely want to use this on the engine. So one of the reasons we wanted to test this on a smaller piece as well is because I was contemplating doing this alternated with the sassy pink on the engine with the housings and the plates. This is so cool. I love powder coating. Pulling rotary, tuning rotary. Okay, it is currently many hours later. I've been testing a bunch of other colors because I'm new to this and I'm not sure really what I'm gonna get every time, and I gotta make a really big commitment with picking the color for the engine. Like basically that's it. After it's powder coated, that engine color is not changing. So I tested out a new shade of pink. This is Passion Pink, big fan. Obviously not as bright as our Sassy pink, that's more of like the fluorescent over here. I tried out Dazzling Pink over Super Chrome Plus, and it turned out like a lot more red than I was expecting, so maybe I need to put it over an even lighter color, but it does have some really cool flake in there. It's like pink flake. The ultimate decision has been made. So for the first engine that I'm powder coating, I'm going to be picking this chartreuse sherbet color paired with our prismatic universe. I think the yellow chartreuse really makes the yellow in the rainbow with the prismatic universe pop. So for this engine, I think this is gonna be the combo. I really struggled with wanting this to be the combo, but I think two more flat colors just looks a little cheap. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna look the best end product. So decision has been made, y'all. This is it right here. I have the housings and the front cover all taped up. This is high temp oven safe tape, all taped up, cut. Any holes are plugged up too. This is our front cover. So the housings and the front cover are all gonna be this color. Oh, I can't wait. Let's get it done. Housings and front cover looks so good. Look at that neon. Oh my gosh. Wow. 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 I absolutely love it. Oh, I'm so happy. The past 2 hours, I have been pretty much taping up the plates. It is very, very tedious. You do not want to be getting powder in any of the water or oil channels, so it's taped up, plugged up. Had to get a little creative as I ran out of plugs. Now we are about to do all of the plates, and then we will have one completed engine. And again, I'm doing all the plates in our incredible prismatic universe color shift powder. Powder coating my very first 13B engine. I love it so much. I think the prismatic universe just really pops with the neon yellow. And spoiler alert, this is actually not the engine for the S15. This is going to go into my street FC. I kind of wanted to just sample doing things for the first time on this one because I really want my powder coating skills to be a lot more refined by the time that I powder coat the S15 engine. And we're going to be building the engines right after this. So hopefully we'll be building both engines side by side in the next video, both for the Street FC and the S15 with Mike Vargas. This is the end result. I've had a ton of fun learning how to do powder coating over the past few days, and this is definitely going to be happening a lot more often. And huge shout out and thank you to Prismatic Powders for opening up this colorful universe that I've never dabbled in before, and I can't wait to keep testing more and more of their colors. If you guys go to their website, they literally have like pretty much millions of color options, and they have super fast shipping, so if you end up wanting to do something like this at home, you can go check out their stuff. And later on this year, we're going to be putting together like a Collete spec color swatch options for powder coating, so stay tuned for that. And let me know if you guys have any tips and tricks, if this is what you guys do. I'm a noob, so any advice, I would love it. I'll see you guys in the next video.